Hi, my name is Hannah Wickman. I'm 14 years old. I'm a freshman at Irondale High School, and I live in Minnesota. Some of my hobbies include reading, playing lacrosse, listening to music, hanging out with friends and family, and staying in my room for some alone time. Some of my symptoms I have include difficulty concentrating, being a perfectionist. I feel anxious, mild hypertonia, and have difficulty falling asleep. My symptoms are very mild, and I haven't been officially diagnosed with any of these, but my mom would tell you that I'm obsessed with making lists and organizing, and that I have sensory issues related to noise and certain textures. I was evaluated for ADHD because sometimes I cannot turn my brain off, but my therapist said my inability to focus could be due to anxiety and that I have a love for life. My speech has been slightly affected. I took speech classes for my art sounds. I had balance issues due to hypertonia and had trouble keeping up with my peers when I was younger. I have overcome this with practice and strength training. I'm currently a lacrosse goalie for my high school and local lacrosse teams, and I am a tenor saxophone player in my high school's marching band. I still struggle with some symptoms. I find it very hard to focus on one thing at a time, and I often listen to music or fidget with things. I don't feel any different after being diagnosed with SYNGAP1. Having siblings who also have it is interesting. It's never quiet at my house, so that makes it really hard to focus on things such as school, reading, and just doing everyday tasks. Doing online school is difficult. It's a day full of Google Meets, and it's really hard to focus and get work done because I get distracted, or that if I find something is hard, I will stop doing the class for the day until the teachers either email me back with answers to my questions or they have their office hours. Usually during the school day, I'll get distracted by the smallest thing of noises. It has to be silent around me, but I take tests, so that's why I usually go to the library. During online school, it's even harder for me to find peace and quiet. My room is right next to our television room, so when my siblings are done or taking a break from their schoolwork, I get really distracted because of the sound of the television or by the sounds of my siblings' play or real fighting. Or my little sister is swinging on her swing. It makes it hard for me to focus. I have a very difficult time falling asleep too. I usually go to bed around 10 and 11, and I just lay in bed for about half an hour before I go to sleep. If I have a scary dream or thought, the process starts all over again. Seems like the later I stay up, the earlier I wake up, and vice versa. No matter what, I always wake up tired. Another thing about my sleeping habits is that if I remember something I have to do before I go to bed, or when I'm lying in bed, I wake up and do it quickly or I'll forget. I don't typically tell people I have SYNGAP1 because I don't want people to treat me differently just because I have a genetic mutation. I also don't feel that affects my relationships with my friends. I didn't even know I had it until last year. My mom requested genetic testing because both my siblings showed the mutation, and she saw some very slight similarities in me. I don't really have any concerns for myself in the future. I am an A honor roll student and hope to become a neurologist or a Broadway performer one day. I'm concerned about my siblings, especially my little sister, who will never be able to live independently. Even though I find it difficult to focus on everyday tasks that I am handed, I overcome them and try my best to complete them, even if I'm not always successful. I try my best to overcome them with positivity and determination.